Welcome back to another episode of Donia Sports. We're going to do the play-in breakdown because we got play-in games officially now in NBA season. So, yeah, let's go into it. We have some games today, pretty much. Let's start with the first two games for today. Pretty much, we had the first game at 6:30. Pretty much. So this should be a very interesting matchups, if anything. So, can't wait for these matchups, if anything. I mean, this NBA season was crazy. We had Bam's 83. We had the scandal at the beginning of the year with all that stuff. So it's been a very interesting NBA season, but it's coming this playoffs around the corner pretty much. But we got some games tonight, so yeah. I mean, these matchups, I think these are very interesting matchups. I think in past years we have always had some great matchups, but these are going to be entertaining, in my opinion. We got the Hornets back in. We got the Heat with Bam. We got the Warriors versus Clippers. Clippers started 6-21 and went on 35-17. So it's been a very competitive thing. But let's start with this first game at 6:30. The Hornets hosting the Miami Heat, and this game is going to go down to the wire, in my opinion. I think it's going to go down who's shooting can outbeat each other, in my opinion. I think Hornets are unbelievable right now. With Con and LaMelo, I think they're the two, number one, if I'm correct, first and second and 3-point shots made right now, around like 200 plus, but like combined with 500 pretty much together. So they've been unbelievable. Pretty much. I mean, Hornets are favorite in this matchup right here by 5.5 in this. And I think the big thing for Hornets, they got to get started hot. They got to start hot in the shooting. If they want to be winning this game, they got to hit their shots. Con and LaMelo got to be doing their thing. And pretty much, if they want to make that big step, if they want to like dominate this, they got to out rebound Miami. Because Miami, I mean, they have Warren and Bam in the paint right there. I mean, Warren's coming off the bench. I don't know what's going on with that situation, with what's going on with, what's Mike is doing for pretty much the Heat right now. I just like, Eric. Eric. The thing is about him is he runs a weird rotation. I mean, the offense is run by either Tyler Hero or Norman Powell this year. Has been that main thing. I mean, Bam sometimes goes off. That it's just it's a very who's going to have the hot hand in this game, pretty much. And not when I look at the Heat, and maybe Bam takes advantage of the paint. We'll see against, of course, their center in Mosa. We'll see how that goes. I mean, Mosa is around 6'10", 6'9", around that range, so kind of an even matchup. But I think the big factor is if the Heat want to win this game, you got to pressure LaMelo, you got to pressure Khan, and making dumb shots, dumb reads. I mean, this is a young team. You're an experienced team. You've been here before. You've been in the finals before. I mean, Eric. I mean, he has made the play in every single damn season. It's just either going to make playoffs or they're not going to make playoffs. And so we'll see how this team goes. It's going to be a competitive matchup. But if I had to pick a team, give me the Hornets. I think the Hornets are going to be out shooting the Heat today, and I think they'll find a way to win that in comfortable fashion. Going to now the 9:30 game. Pretty much the big game in this one is you got Phoenix versus Portland, and in Portland's first time back in the play-in pretty much since Dame's era, pretty much. So they're getting back. I mean, Adene has been really good for Portland this year, and Devin Booker and those guys have been really good with Dylan Brooks. Jalen Green has been inconsistent in anything. We don't even know how he's going to do. And then you have Marcus Williams, and then you get that one rookie. I don't know how to say his name right, from Duke. They drafted last year, but I mean, both these teams very underrated this year. I mean, I did not expect the Phoenix Suns to be here. I'll be honest. I thought they were going to be terrible. I thought they were going to be a lottery pick, if anything. But Devin Booker and Dylan Brooks led this team to a playoff playing spot right here. And then Portland, I did not expect Dene to go off like this. I mean, from Washington Wizards, got traded here. I thought he was just, okay, he's just going to be a rotation guy. But he's been unbelievable. I mean, averaged 24 points this year, about 46 from the field. I mean, this guy's been really good. And, I mean, this guy's been the main factor for Portland this year. I mean, they're big thing. I mean, Donovan Kling has been really good in the rebound position also. I mean, you look at Portland of their team with Scoot and Dene. I mean, they've been the big factors right there for this team, if I have to say. And then you got Sharp also. I mean, averaging Shapen, my bad, averaging 20 points right now for that team. And of course, you have Dream Grant, and you have Drew Holiday. He's been a great point guard right there for this team. If Scoot or one of them, pretty much great defensive point guards, if anything. But Scoot's been getting better and better every single season right now. The thing is, I look at these matchups. It's a very tough matchup. I mean, it's in Phoenix. If I have to say a favorable matchup in this. Is it in Phoenix? Yeah, that's in Phoenix. Yeah. Um, it's just Devin's looking good. Phoenix defense is really good. I don't know too much about Portland's defense. I mean, I just know Donovan's really good right now. I mean, I think never mind, Dream Grant's inconsistent right now. They said he's probably going to be, they said GTF, GTD, game time decision pretty much. So we'll see how that goes. Same with Grayson Allen. I mean, Grayson Allen's been inconsistent right there too. So I just think if this team wants to win, I think Phoenix is gonna have to be outboard him a little bit. I mean, I know Mark Williams can maybe play in the paint well against Donovan, but I think it's gonna go down to if Devin Booker can hit his shots and if maybe Jalen Green can show up in this matchup a little bit. We'll see in this, but Portland, the big thing is, can Dene lead this team? I mean, Dene's been really the big factor for this team, and if they can get past this Phoenix team and they get a chance to play, the Spurs, because the winner of this game goes to Spurs pretty much, goes to San Antonio and to play them, and I don't think they're gonna be comfortable. I think none of this is a good matchup for. I think the Spurs will blow any of these teams. It's gonna be a sweeper 4-1 in my opinion with these matchups. I mean, Portland played earlier a couple weeks ago against the Spurs, lost 120, lost 112 to 101. So yeah, I mean. Portland's good. They can play some good shootouts. It really depends how they compete against a great defensive team. That's my opinion with that. So, and then Phoenix, I mean, Phoenix, it's just they have nights that look good, nights that look terrible. It's just a very inconsistent right there. So maybe Devin and these guys get it done. But if I had to pick a team, give me Phoenix Suns in this matchup. Going to Wednesday's matchup, let's start with these games. Pretty much. The first game, 6:30, you got Philly versus Orlando. This is a matchup no one expected by Orlando. No one expected. You forget Orlando had a spot in the 6th seed if they beat Boston. They lost to Boston's backups. Emphasize that, the backups. And now they're going to play a matchup, and they're on the road in Philadelphia with no Embiid, though. But Maxey and VJ have been looking really good. And Paul George a couple weeks ago looking like his old self. A guy like old playoff P. I mean, I don't even know. We'll see a playoff P. We'll see how that goes, playing P. So, yeah. And then, Kelly Orue, or I can't even say his name right, Kelly. So, I mean, that team is very good. But the thing is, the Magic are a very disappointing team. They made that trade for Desmond Bane this offseason. Have sent their couple first rounders. They expected they're going to be a top 3 seed. Because forget last year, they were in the top 3 seed when Paolo and Wagner were healthy. They were just missing a guy who could hit their shots because that was a big factor. Bane's been decent this year, if I'm correct, in the shooting game. I don't know too much right now by 3-point percentage, by how they're looking. I mean, in this matchup, if I'm correct, Philly is favorite in this matchup. I think the big disappointment is Paolo. Paolo's been inconsistent this year. He doesn't show up when they matter. I mean, in the same game, some games he looks really good against like the Heat. He dominates in those series. But I think that just a disappointment this year by this team. And I think their coach might get fired. I don't know his name, the Magic head coach. I think it's Mosley something, if I'm correct with that. I mean, he's been there for a minute since 21 and former Mavs assistant. Yeah, Jamel Mosley, if I can say his name right. But he's been there for a minute. I mean, they're still decent defensive team, but it's just been such a disappointing team this year. Very disappointed. And I think if they get bounced first round, I wouldn't be surprised if Mosley gets fired. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, of course, if the winner of this game does play the Celtics, but the loser gets the next round, of course, you get another shot. But, like, I honestly don't think even whoever they play, I know, like, in the series against Miami this year, that was dominant, but if they play Charlotte, I don't think they beat Charlotte. I think they honestly just go home and they lose. And I think it's the end of the run for Magic, and I think the Magic got to sit with themselves. What do they do this offseason? Do they go trade for a point guard like Kyrie Irving, or maybe a guy who could just run your offense? That's the big thing. I look at this team. They need a point guard that can run this offense for them, because Anthony Black and Jalen Suggs, they're more defensive point guards, but they can score for you. But you need a guy that can pass the ball, dish the ball for you, and be a true point guard. Because we see this year of point guards. Look at the Rockets. They don't have a true point guard. They have a defense guy who can score. That's it. But he's not a true point guard. If you have a true point guard, it shows you what it does in this league. So I think that's the biggest thing for the Magic. And you look at Philly, Tyrese Maxey's been that all season pretty much. He makes these guys look unbelievable with BJ and Paul George right now. And, of course, you have other guys on this team that's stepping up with Joel Embiid getting hurt now. So I kind of like Philly in this matchup. I don't think, I just don't think the Magic have anything to outlier with this. I mean, they're a great defensive team. I just think Maxey is going to do dominant things tonight with the help of, other guys, Kelly and Quentin Grimes off the bench, of course. So we'll see how that goes in this matchup. But if I had to pick, I'm gonna take Philly in this matchup, and Philly's gonna go to Boston another time, and I can't wait to see that matchup's gonna be. If Joel Embiid does come back in that matchup, that should be very entertaining. But I don't think Joel Embiid will come back to that though. Going to now the next game on Wednesday, of course. The game I think a lot of people are going to tune into. I think I'm going to definitely watch in Clippers versus Warriors. The Warriors have been injury prone. They still made the play in after going 37 to 45. I mean, the West was very terrible. We had, this year we had 55. We had about 6 teams with 55 losses plus this year. I think I'm correct with that. Both East and West. The tanking is going to change. That's what Adam Silver said. We'll see how that goes. But this is not looking good for the Warriors right now. I mean, Curry's back now. That's the thing. Curry's doing good. Brandon Polsky dropped 30 a couple nights ago, so maybe this is good. We'll see. But you could tell this Warriors team depended so much on Jimmy Butler and on this year, and then Moody got hurt also. And plus Draymond Green and Quinn Post are game time decision too. So we'll see how that goes. Kawhi also game time decision also. So, but they expect him to return on the 15th though. So it's we'll see how that goes with this in this matchup. But if the thing is Miami's riding high right now, and I think Miami should win. Not Miami, my bad. Clippers. The Clippers are riding high right now. They beat the Warriors a couple nights ago. Also, I mean, 1-15 and 1-10, and then they've been on the Warriors, been on a losing streak for 3 straight right now. Only win against Sacramento right now, so they lost all their last 5, and the Clippers have been really looking phenomenal, winning their last if I'm correct, only last two losses to Portland and OKC, and those are 2 underrated teams right now, and they beat the Mavs, beat the Sacramento, and beat the Warriors now, so they look solid right now. But I think the big thing is I don't think anyone wants to play Kawhi hot. When Kawhi Leonard is hot, I don't think anyone will play them. I think Kawhi is going to be dominant in this game, and I think Curry. If the Warriors somehow win this game, it's going to be Curry's effort because Curry's going to be doing his thing. Curry's going to be the main factor. But if they don't win this and Curry's just trying to shoot shots, I mean, there's so much you can do for a guy who's around 36, 37 years old trying to do that performance right now for these games to try to carry this team to a win. So give me the Clippers in this matchup, and I think we're going to see the Clippers versus Portland. And how I feel about that matchup, Portland versus Clippers, they played our way, and Portland Portland dominated them pretty much. I mean, it was 116 to 9-7 in that game. That game was not the best for the Clippers in that matchup. I think that it's just dominant in that game. That fourth quarter they killed. I mean, Dene had 35, Kawhi had 24. I mean, that you couldn't really do anything in that matchup. And I think the big outlier was the rebounds. I mean, they out-rebounded by 10 more, and the turnovers right in that matchup. And then the 3-point percentage. I mean, both these teams were both not the best at hitting the 3-ball, both going around 30% right there. So I mean, pretty much Portland dominant in that game. If the Clippers want to win, they got to stay close in that matchup. They got to stay really consistent if they want to have a shot in that matchup against Portland. Because if they let Dene and those guys start scoring like it's nothing, the Clippers will not win this game. But if they keep it close, I think the Clippers have a shot in that matchup. Okay. But going to now the other play-in with this, if this team does happen, Magic. I look at the Magic right here. The Magic right now with them history with playing, the Hornets. Because that's the matchup I think is going to happen most likely. Hornets already beat them earlier this year, okay? And the big thing I look at them, it was their 3-point percentage. 47% from 3-point percentage to their 33. That is the big thing why I think the Hornets could make a run and maybe put a contestants as put a little not like a tough, like a little decent battle to Detroit. We know Detroit's a 1 seed; they're going to be good, but I think they might win 1 game, maybe 2 if on the at home, maybe possibly make it a good game. They could go to 6. I mean, that 3-point team is really good. The thing about Detroit is who else can score? Who could be a scorer for them? I mean, we know Jalen Duren's good, but the other true scorer is Tobias Harris. Don't get me wrong, Ron Holland's good, but they need another scorer. Maybe there's potentially, they said they might trade for Michael Porter Jr. this offseason to see how that works to make another scorer, a stretch for this team, because they need another scorer. Because other than Cade, what else is there? I mean, Jalen Duren is great, but he's more of a defensive center, if anything. And Soren Thompson, or a man, I don't know what Thompson is. That Thompson, one of the Thompson twins, he's more of a defensive guy. He's not that main guy. So you got to figure it out right now with this team. Detroit, that matchup against Charlotte, I don't like it. But if he played, Magic, I love it. I think Detroit would just dominate in that matchup. But yeah, pretty much, I think if I had to say this play-in tournament's gonna be good. I think this is going to go well. I'll come back on Thursday to go over the two final matchups right there. But I can't wait to see how these games go. We'll know full breakout on that. But yeah, thank you all for joining me this episode of Donia Sports or Donia Sports. So yeah, like and subscribe, and can't wait for these games tonight.